Hello, learning family. Welcome back to our channel. Today, I want to share with you some books that our family has used and loved, and they're just too good not to share with all of you. It's actually from a company called Master Books, and it's a series called The World Story. This is volume 2, and I have volume 3, and unfortunately, I don't have volume 1 to share with you today because I loaned it to a friend and it's that good. So I haven't gotten it back yet. But these books are beyond amazing. They're for grades 6 through 8. The first one covers the ancient world through, I believe, the fall of Rome. So from there, it's all from a Christian perspective, which is wonderful with a Christian worldview. These books are Charlotte Mason style, which is great because they're living, breathing history, which they get to feel like they are in the middle of a story, God's story. And this second volume is actually our children's favorite from all of them. And that is the one I'm going to share with you today, just to give you a peek inside of it a little bit. It starts off with the fall of Rome and goes through the Renaissance. And the thing that is amazing about these books is it covers that time period, but it covers that time period throughout the world. And that is something that's incredibly exciting and important, and our kids and our family have loved, because having lived in different parts of the world, from Asia to the United States to Latin America, this covers it all. My husband and I were talking about how we never learned. We learned about the Middle Ages and stuff, but only in Europe. The castles and the kings and the cathedrals and all that stuff, that is our memory of what the Middle Ages is. But this book covers, let me just take a quick peek here and share with you some of the other kingdoms that are covered. It covers the rise of Islam, it covers Korea and Japan, it covers Kublai Khan, the Gupta dynasties, the Vikings, the Crusaders, covers all those things, and then all the way down to Africa during the Middle Ages and the Americas during the Middle Ages. So you get an introduction to the Aztecs and stuff as well, which is incredible, because you get a bigger picture of what was happening in the world, not just a small little piece of history, but you get the full range of what was happening in different parts of the world at the same time period. It gives you a global perspective instead of just one area during one time period. It helps you learn about different cultures. It helps you learn about those historical ramifications. It includes historical figures like St. Patrick, Genghis Khan, Richard the Lionheart, Joan of Arc, and Martin Luther. These are incredible historical figures who have really impacted our world, and it's incredible to be able to see the beautiful pictures and stuff that are just incredible, as if you are able to journey to these different locations, get to see the castles. Let me just show you a couple other. It has maps that show you the different areas of the world, as well as like the Taj Mahal and stuff that was going on in India. So the thing that I really, really love about this curriculum, even though it's for grades 6 to 8, it has so many pictures and it is told in story form. So that story allows you to be able to read it as a family. It's engaging. My children, from toddlers to elementary school, are just enthralled in the stories. This was actually a book that we would read after our morning devotions, after breakfast, and we would do it together, reading the stories, taking turns reading and learning about it. And it was engaging for the little ones. It was and for the older ones too, who had already learned this time period and stuff, but when with a different curriculum, and they were just as excited to learn it. Same with my husband and I. We wanted to hear the next story, and it was engaging for us. It was not a boring way to teach history at all. A lot of times, history curriculums people are not as engaged with, and this is just so interesting. It's something that you can do as a family on all levels. One criticism I have, well, it's not really a criticism, but it's actually a request. I wish they had additional like activity books for like a younger age group where it would allow the younger children to still participate as they're listening, give them something to do, that either coloring pages or activity pages, so that they could be even more engaged and not color on these beautiful books. And then maybe have some additional research projects or other investigative stuff for maybe the older ones, because then this might be a curriculum that could be a little weightier that you could use for high school credit as well. But I just love the adaptability of it. Our family has been so engaged with it. And just our personal experiences, our children rave about it. That's why we have our first book still missing, because they shared it with some of their friends and were like talking about how excited they were about it, and wanted to share that book with them. If you're interested in taking a look at it, I'll be sure to include a link in the description below, and you can check out these resources on Master Books. They also have a series called the American Story or America's Story. That's also, I think, a 2 or 3 volume book, and it is just as engaging and incredible as this series. So I hope you're able to check it out and enjoy studying together as a family as you explore God's wonderful world and are able to learn and grow together. If you have any questions or you have other recommendations of resources that we should try, we would love to hear your recommendations as well. We really enjoy talking about different resources and being able to test out different things. I know there's different types of homeschooling, and our family personally is very eclectic when it comes to homeschooling. We don't follow any one model for homeschooling. We do a little bit of Charlotte Mason because we love the living books and stuff. We do a little bit of the classical. We love so many different aspects, Montessori, and there's just so many different things. And we like to pick and choose the things that happen to work for our family during the stages of life our family is currently in. And I know there are so many resources out there, and it can get overwhelming. And I just encourage you to try it out. And also, if it doesn't work for your family, that's okay. Sometimes stuff gets amazing reviews, but it's just not for the stage of your family, and that's okay. You don't have to stick with a curriculum that's not working. I want you to know there are so many curriculums out there, and there are so many amazing resources, and it's just trying to test it out and see what works for the learning stages and development of your child. But I do encourage you, these books are so versatile, so I do encourage you to give them a try. But until next time, I hope you have an amazing time learning together with your family, and we thank you for being part of this learning family and this learning community. Until next time, never stop learning.